because I think you used to work for Foreign Affairs, for Canadian Foreign Affairs in Hong Kong. Is that correct? Where you were working for the government, right?
It was the Foreign Trade Service, so it was
Foreign
a
Trade Service.
trade, the diplomatic service.
You've also had your own logging business, I think it was. Now, of course, you're still running Linked. Or...
Yeah, let me just, it wasn't so much a logging business. It was initially a trading business in lumber. It actually got in a sawmill in northern Alberta.
Yeah.
But Link actually is run by my son.
Okay, it's run by your son. But you're the founder. You started there, or not?
I'm a co-founder.
Okay, co-founder. Yeah.
In terms of how you organize this thing on the internet, how you get, because we've got outsourcing people in Ukraine and Bolivia who are helping us. Like there's a whole bunch of stuff to the conceptualization, the design, the functionality, how you market it, how you use the internet search engines and the keywords and all this other stuff that I haven't a clue about. I'm sort of the guru, the talking monkey who speaks all these languages, but he runs it.
I know, very good at that. But what I wanted to mention is you've also lived in many countries, in Japan for a long time, in Hong Kong. I think you did some business in Germany and in Spain as well, if I'm not mistaken. How have speaking all these languages helped you in your career? Do you think it's just that you were able to communicate, or do you also think that speaking someone's language builds trust? And of course, if you do business with someone, you need that trust as well. How has speaking all these languages helped you?
Okay, it's all of those things, but we have to be, first of all, clear. You can build trust without speaking the language. If you speak the language and you are not sincere and you don't deliver on your promises, you're not going to build any trust, right?
Yeah.
And I've seen people who only speak English, who come to Japan, for example, but who are, Canadians in lumber, who probably make all kinds of mistakes in terms of Japanese etiquette. But if they say they're going to do something, I'm going to deliver this on such and such a date, and it's delivered, and it's the correct quality, and so forth and so on. So there's many ways.
That's important eventually.
And that's the thing in business. Yeah. What languages, I think, do for you is it tremendously increases the number of opportunities that can come your way. And being successful in business is all about opportunities. It's not because you're some genius, I'm going to go do this, and then this will happen, and this will happen, and this will happen, and it's all according to plan, and it all works out. It's not how it works. It's things kind of come your way. And the more things that can come your way, the greater the opportunity that one or more of them is going to be really good for you. And so if I start with Japanese, if I hadn't spoken Japanese, I would never have had the opportunity, first of all, to go and work for a major Canadian forest products company. I would never have developed the relationships below sort of the English-speaking trading companies in Japan, down to the levels of the Japanese distribution system. For example, my Swedish suppliers, I was able to talk to the sawmill personnel in Swedish about the requirements of the Japanese market. Now, I could have delivered that in English. I think they believed me more. They were perhaps more motivated to make these products for the Japanese market because I was talking to them. And plus, they probably enjoyed seeing me when I had Japanese visitors. We were selling wood from Sweden to Japan. So I speaking Swedish to the Swedish production manager or sawmill worker, and I had with me my Japanese customers, I was with them in Japanese. So it creates opportunity. And similarly with German suppliers and French customers, and it helps create opportunities. That's not to say that you couldn't do it without the languages.